So the purpose of it started already? Okay. So the purpose of this speech today is to persuade, and I'm going to persuade my audience. Well, I'm going to inform my audience of the importance of safe sex through condom usage. So I'm going to persuade people to maybe buy condoms. So I'm supposed to tell a story, like a personal story. So I have an uncle who right now is HIV positive because he didn't use condoms. He didn't care to use condoms, and I think right now he doesn't care. He just has an attitude that he doesn't care. Whether or not he informs people that he's HIV positive, I have absolutely no clue. But I would say he probably doesn't. So if you're dealing with people, think that you can trust people, but sometimes you can't. You just never know. Even when you're in a committed relationship, you just never know. So it's just important to just wrap it up. This is what leads me to speak on what I'm speaking on today. There's a need to prevent infections and provide sexual education so that men and women aren't knowingly and unknowingly infecting people. The risk factors for infection include low socioeconomic status, promiscuity, lack of sexual education, substance abuse, self-esteem issues, and lifestyle choices. So, low socioeconomic status is pretty much a better way of saying like poor people. Poor people usually don't have the tools to be educated, or they're not in the best situation to be educated. Promiscuity, being promiscuous is just pretty much having sexual relations with random people at any time. You don't care. It's just something that you just do. It's just a lot of partners. Lack of education, meaning you don't have the education of how to put a condom on, or what ways can you prevent like unwanted pregnancies or STDs and stuff like that. It's just, you need to probably have sexual education in classes, or it needs to be someone educating people. Substance abuse, we all know alcohol just kind of lowers your inhibition. If you're on alcohol and you're in a situation where you can be in a situation where I have a condom in my pocket, but I'm so drunk, I don't really care right now. So that's what I mean by substance abuse. And when you're on heavy drugs such as heroin, like my uncle is, he could just care less. He like has to have that fix in whatever way that he could get it, which probably included sex. He would just do it. Lifestyle. I'm not trying to talk about homosexuals, but my uncle is a gay male, and they have the highest incidence of HIV because of their lifestyle. That lifestyle is not very much accepted, so people tend to hide. People tend to be married, have sex with men, and keep it on like the down low. So it keeps that cycle just going and going and going, and having sex with males, and then having sex with their wives, and they're just infecting people just all over. Preventive measures, you can abstain, have no sex at all, which probably not many people can do. You can be monogamous, that just means just having one partner. You need to know your status. You need to get checked like regularly. I mean, yearly, every 2 years, something. You need to know your status and be honest about it. Physical barriers, there's all kinds of things that you can use. There's dental dams also for oral sex. There's female condoms. I think only like 2% of the population uses female condoms. They're just weird. But regular condoms are a lot easier to come by. So condoms, they cause STD causing bacteria and viruses to be, it's a barrier that's impermeable 98% of the time. There's a variety of condoms out there. There's big condoms, little condoms. There's flavored condoms. There's glow-in-the-dark condoms. I mean, you can have a party with condoms. There's so many. There's even websites that you can go on and fit your penis to the condom that you can download, and I have that in my sources. You can download a, form that tells you how to fit your penis into it and get a condom that fits just you. Condoms are inexpensive, and most of the times they're free. Like, you can go to school. Some schools have them. Some churches have them. I don't know how everybody feels about that, but you can get condoms anywhere. They're at convenience stores. They're everywhere. There's no reason not to use them. So you can say all you want that it doesn't feel the same. It takes the romance out of it. It's lame, but things will definitely feel different if you have open sores, if you're itching uncontrollably, you can't sit down because you have an STD, or your private area is unrecognizable because you have an STD. You can carry condoms in your purse, your wallet, so you don't have to have the excuse. It's perfectly okay for females to carry condoms as well. And condoms are available everywhere. There's no excuse not to have them. There's no excuse not to get them. I'm here trying to educate. In case you didn't know, they do exist. And it's your life. It's your choice. It's your body. And it's your responsibility. Protect yourself. And that is it. Yay. Should be all right.